Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Robbie with me. A 2-1 win against Chelsea at the Emirates. 10 men Chelsea. Again. It was ugly. Again. But this time it came out with a win. For you, there was some arguing on the watch along of like, we can't continue like this. You can't win a title like this. Where are you on that, or is it relax? 9 games, people.
Before we go there, look, excuse me, boss. Which team do you support? You know that meme?
Oh, yeah. Chelsea
Chelsea are shit. Hey, Matisse, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm coming for you. To be fair, you know he's the Reece James Timber argument, right?
Reece was
James,
good today.
he had a great game.
Very good today.
But so did Timber. And he scored the winning goal. I'm coming for you, man. Trust me. Two great right backs on display. But Timber was brilliant today. What a win for Arsenal. And just before I get into it, I just want to say I was actually supposed to be off to Dubai tomorrow, as you know, right? And obviously what's going on over there, my flight got cancelled. I was speaking to 2 of my friends over there today, and I'm like, bro, stay safe. I hope everything's all right. I also got a friend in Bahrain saying to him, stay safe. You know what they both said to me? Let's just get the 3 points. They're more concerned.
Really? Serious?
They're saying like, Robbie, let's just get the 3 points. The 2 Khalids, man. Big up yourselves, man. You know what I mean? Stay safe over there. Peace over there in the Middle East, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's been, you know what I mean?
Respect to that, yeah.
We got some passionate Arsenal fans down here in the Middle East. Trust me.
I said 3. He said get the 3 points over.
Get the 3 points, right? The main thing for them is, listen, football brings so much happiness to people. We don't understand what this game does. It brings so much happiness to people. If only politicians around the world use football more, because it brings people together. You know what I mean? But fantastic result for us today. We needed this. We needed this. Not every game's going to be pretty. Last night I watched Manchester City. That second half for them was a bit like our second half here. It was a nervy affair for them, you know what I mean? Like, very nervy for them. And they got over the line. But, you know, at the end of the day, when that game was finished, they got the 3 points in the bag. I'm like, now it's over to us. I thought the first half we played really, really well. I couldn't believe it when they got that equaliser right at the end. You know what I mean?
He was having a good game as well.
Capio had a great game. You know, very, very unfortunate. It was a great delivery by them. They'd actually had one just before that where Raya pulled off a great save. And I was like, oh, how have they got back in the game? We should have been a couple of goals up.
Yes.
But then in the second half, you know what I mean, they were playing a lot better. And we were just, you know what I mean, it was just a sort of one of those games, a game of, what they call it, you know, just back and forth.
Yeah.
No one
jousting,
really jousting.
Yeah, just trying to just, yeah.
But then as Chelsea always do, man, they get the red cards out. They get the red cards out, innit? Right? And go down to 10 men. And listen, after that, they threw everybody on to try and get something out of it. But we held on and got the 3 points. And to do that, you know, if you have a very poor game against Wolves where you drop points and the pressure's really on, everyone's slagging you off, everyone's saying, boy, you've thrown it away. Then the next 2 games, you've got to go away to Tottenham and you're at home against Chelsea. That's not easy. That's serious pressure in both of those games, especially when you're following up and playing both of those games as a follow-up to City playing just before you and winning. They handled the pressure today, and that's the main thing. And that's
performance levels weren't high though at the beginning. There was a lot of sloppy passes, misplaced passes. There was. So can it continue like this? I mean, we're winning. So I think that's
there was. You know, I see our friend Ryan over there. It was sloppy passes and that in the game for City yesterday as well. This is what's going to be like. So I keep telling people, he ain't. You know what I mean?
It's not for the faint-hearted.
It's not for the faint-hearted. You've got to handle this pressure. That's how you win titles. It ain't easy to win a title. Everyone would do it. It ain't easy. That's why we ain't won one for 20 odd years. It ain't easy, right? It starts to come down sometimes to not even skill. It's pressure. How do you handle it? Why do you think they started just throwing everything at it at the end there? Because they know, they're like, yeah, you know what? We just fling everybody on and just go. And maybe if we play that game earlier on in the season, we see it out better.
Yeah.
We are less sloppy. We are, you know what I mean? Maybe if we played Wolves earlier on in the season, we wouldn't have conceded them 2. But the pressure is different. The pressure is a lot different now. And a draw is like a serious loss.
Yeah, and we didn't get a draw today. Now let's do some like big talking topics around the game, or in the game actually. You obviously wouldn't have to see some of them because you were probably in the stands. We got obviously a better look. But let's start firstly with some of the narrative will be, we saw Liverpool, then them scoring from set pieces. They're saying, BBC are saying they're kings of set pieces. When it's Arsenal, it's always a set piece again. But today, same thing as set
and
pieces.
that's the first time we scored from a set piece for ages. But, as Liverpool, no Liverpool fans moaning about yesterday where set pieces have got them out of jail. You know what I mean? See, it's a weapon. I always say, what's the point in getting corners then? What's the point in getting corners if you're not going to use it? Why does every fan, not just Arsenal, every fan right across this league, why does every fan, when they get a set piece, go, yeah, come on, jump up and go?
Tell him, Robbie.
Because it's a chance to score, right? And we've developed a very good set piece.
Do we jump up a bit more?
Yeah, because we're very good at it, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? And it's a weapon. And in tight games, when you play in tight games, it's a weapon that you have to use, and we used it to a good effect today. As a matter of fact, we scored all the goals from the set pieces today.
We did. All goals from set pieces. Obviously, there was an own goal as well against Arsenal. I like
we score an own goal, you know what I mean? People get cussed for that as well. But listen, there weren't no Chelsea fan complaining about it when they got back to 1-1. It's part of the game. Own goals come from pressure. They were putting us under a bit of pressure. They had one just before that where Ray had to pull off a brilliant save. They had us under pressure from... That's what leads to own goals.
We'll follow on to David Raya, but before we go into that, were we fortunate? There was a handball, Rice. I don't know if you've been able to. I'll be honest.
I haven't seen it. I've heard that, but listen, I don't know what handball. I was reading at half time. A lot of people said it came off his shoulder. He didn't know nothing about it, so that's why it wasn't given. So
when you watch it back, you'll give your honest opinion if you believe it was.
Yeah, I'll give my honest opinion. But they scored from the next one anyway, didn't they? So they scored literally immediately from it anyway. You know what I mean? So I think I don't think they give those. There was one. Actually, there was one like that yesterday, wasn't there?
Yeah, Man City.
Like that,
And that should have been
in the Man City game.
Should have been handball as well.
I don't think it's a handball because not even looking, is it? Not. You know what it is with that, right? What I'm just seeing there in Europe, that gets given.
100%.
They give that one in Europe. In the Premier League, they haven't been given those. So that's to be fair.
So sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I think Arsenal might have been a little bit fortunate, but even still, like you said, the goal went in straight after anyway.
Yeah, and they got the goal after that. And listen, like it was a fairly even game. Then they went down. I think we scored before they went down to 10 men, didn't they?
So as well.
But listen, it's about getting over the line, man, and that's what it's all about. Not every game's going to be pretty. Not every game's going to be like Tottenham last week, 4 or 5 goals. It's just about getting those 3 points, and we got the 3 points.
So what's your message? What's your message going forward then? Listen, we don't speak. We obviously don't speak for fans. But for you as a fan, what are you saying going forward? Are you looking at it like 9 games, just back them? It is what it is, or you still picking at little things that are
listen, who cares as long as we listen? I want fluent performances. I wanted Arsenal to go out and be on the front foot from the start of the game. They were today, right? Chelsea are a good side. They're a good team, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. They're not as good as us because we beat them every time.
4 times this season.
Right, but they are a good side.
3 times.
That's the reality of it, right? When you're playing teams like Chelsea, it's not going to be a walk in the park. They've got players like Cole Palmer, Reece James. These are top players. These are top players, right? So it's not going to be an easy game, right? So these are tough games. And we're going to have other games against teams that we are better than. But they know, these teams, they come out of players, they know. If I'm doing a team talk and I'm playing against Arsenal, I'm going to be like, guys, let's dig in, man. Let's put the pressure on them, man. Yeah. Their fans are going to get nervous. They're going to get nervous. You know what I mean? They might make a uncharacteristic mistake because they're nervous, because they're scared of dropping points. That is a situation that they're in at the moment. So we got to buckle up, man. We got a lot of these. I've been saying it for weeks.
But a lot of these were to finish. Score prediction you gave?
I went for 2-1. I said it was going to be close.
You know your club.
I went for 2-1.
And so did I.
I went for 2-1. But listen, we got the job done, man. That's the main thing. You know what I mean? Maybe we play Chelsea every week till the end of the season. We win the league. Travelling to away games has never been easier, especially with Rocket Mobile.
Unlimited data, unlimited everything in the UK. When you leave the UK, it's 20 gig of roaming data. Life is very easy.
£16 a month, no hassle.
How you doing?
You're doing all right. And this is what you get in Europe.
I know. Come on, the others.
Come on,
Thank you so much. You're the man.